Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to Yakim who go out throughout the four corners of the earth to push his truth in all sincerity, risking your lives and putting your life on the line to do so. As some won't, as some refuse to, who sit behind their cameras in their comfort of their homes and don't go out on the line as commanded to. Shalom to you, brothers. Hey, I just want to show this quick video before I get into the scripts.
We are abusing that privilege. We are using it to grow our government at the expense of our economy, and it's going to lead to a horrible day of reckoning.
Let me back that up a little bit.
Subsidizing us through accepting the dollar and holding it as the reserve currency. But we are abusing that privilege. We are using it to grow our government at the expense of our economy, and it's going to lead to a horrible day of reckoning.
True story, as the scriptures also speak about. Let me see if I can find it. This is Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right? The grinding is going to be brought low. Because there's not going to be any work, right? This U.S. dollar is eventually going to implode on itself because they took away the gold standard, they took away the silver standard. There's nothing that backs this dollar. They continue to print money. They said they printed enough money. I think it was some three point something trillion dollars, which is enough to go from here to the moon and back 4 times. That's another man. And it ain't worth shit. So what's the point of printing this money? Right? But the grinding is gonna be brought low because these other nations are starting to see Esau for his bullshit, and they're gonna turn on this dollar and use their own. And then the U.S. is, all the citizens of the so-called United States of America are going to have to learn how to live more humble, right? Yeah, man. What was I gonna say? I was just seeing the other day that GNC, General Nutrition Center, that you see in all your local malls and street corners, they're closing 800 stores nationwide. Right. So the grinding is ceasing, and this dollar is gonna fail. Right, which is gonna bring forth the RFID microchip that's written about in Revelations. Right, this is Jeremiah 25:10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, and the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, and the sound of the millstone, and the light of the candle. Right, so the Most High is gonna turn this place into a desolation. But first, before he destroys it, he's gonna bring forth the stopping of the grinding, which means there's gonna be a great famine. There's gonna be no work, which is gonna cause Esau to bug out, essentially. This is Ezekiel 26:13, and I will cause the noise of the song to cease, and the sound of the harp to be no more, because when there's music playing, man, it's in a time of prosperity. Now you had Jake during the time of the slavery, who had Negro spirituals and songs, but that's different. I'm talking about like the harp. That's in a time of mirth. And that sound is going to be, he's going to cause it to cease because the U.S. dollar is getting weaker and weaker, and at one point it was the most powerful currency in the world. But now you got the BRICS. The BRICS is coming forth, and they're choosing to trade without the dollar. Because the dollar is the main standard for gas, oil, timber, all the major steel, all the major industries that trade with the U.S. dollar, and that's how America's able to be that high above everybody else because that's the world currency. You know what I'm saying? And that that currency is going to change, and that currency is going to be put in a chip, and you're going to be forced to take it, which is the mark of the beast. All right, this is what's also going to happen from this. Let me see if this is the whole. Slovakia. All right, and this is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Because, hey, all these nations have got fat off of Esau, man. Really off the backs of Jake. You Negroes, Latinos, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, so-called, who are actually the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Off of your blood, sweat, and tears, the whole world has gotten rich, man, from your slavery, from your free labor. And, you know, Esau has the whole world drunk off of his doctrine and his ways. And he's fooled the whole world, but they're going to turn and they're going to hate the whore, right? The people are going to eventually attack this place. And it says, and burn her with fire. How's this place going to be burnt with fire? This place is going to be burnt with fire by thermonuclear fire, right? The thermonuclear fire that is spoken about is going to be pushed forth through these ICBM missiles, these ballistic missiles that all these nations keep testing, right? Eventually, that's what's going to be used to destroy America. The Most High is going to put the spirit in all these other nations to hate the whore, right? The EU, NATO, China, Russia, India, Pakistan, Japan, you name it, man. They're all going to send missiles on this place via the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, via the prophecy, right? It's been prophesied, it's been written, and it's going to happen. And there's nothing that you could do to stop it, right? Hey, man, the Most High, man, he's done playing with these heathens, right? So when this grinding ceases, right, you got 800 stores closing for one retailer. You had over the past maybe 4 years, man, there's been over 10 major companies that have been destroyed, right? Toys R Us, Sports Authority, and that's all signs of the music, man. That's mirth, and that's joy, right, coming from these stores. The Children's Place, all these stores are coming to naught, and it's because America's coming to naught, and it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because he hates this place with a passionate hatred, and he's going to bring judgment on this place for the wickedness done in, right? And he's going to put this chip in the air to see who his faithful are and who is not, and also to seal. It's a mark, right? A mark of judgment or a mark of exemption. You know what I'm saying? So when this grinding ceases and these people are in the streets hungry, eating each other, eating their babies, eating their leather belts, it also says that they shall be thirsty and hungry, but he shall feed his elect. Very roughly paraphrasing. But he's going to take care of his. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these nations, they ain't got no hope, man. They ain't got no hope. Because, hey, when this place goes down, he ain't going down easy. This the devil we talking about, man. This is Satan's physical counterpart, Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, right? He ain't going down easy. He ain't going down without a fight. He's crazy as a motherfucker, right? So, hey, with that, I want to wrap this up, and I just wanted to bring that forth because, man, this video, man, it was nice. Just listening to how this place is ceasing, and how Esau
Free
started
trade
to
is
suffer.
going to come to an end.
So with
Americans
that,
are going to
I'm
see
gonna
a
play the rest of
precipitous
this and say
decline
shalom.
in their standard of living as everybody abandons the dollar, because the United States has abused the trust that the world has placed in the dollar, because we've used the dollar's reserve currency status not only as a weapon to try to force other countries to do what we want, but to allow the government to continue to expand. All of this has been made possible by the world subsidizing us through accepting the dollar and holding it as the reserve currency. But we are abusing that privilege. We are using it to grow our government at the expense of our economy, and it's going to lead to a horrible day of reckoning.
Hey, a bottle of ball.